Hackers and hackerettes, welcome to a new video by 47, which is me. Hi. In this video, we will be starting our career in cyber with TryHackMe. So I just subscribed to the premium version of TryHackMe, and we will be going through like the learning path, and I will be learning actively on YouTube as I go through labs and I go through like whatever that they have to offer. So I'm gonna create a new playlist for this, and I'm gonna call it TryHackMe Learning Path, or yeah, I guess Learning Path is cool. And from there, I'm gonna have different videos for like different paths, and we'll get we'll see where we go from there. So if you want to follow along my journey, we will be reading stuff. We'll be going through stuff together. If there's something that I know or I can like expand upon, I'm gonna explain that. This is gonna be the first series of this playlist. So welcome aboard. This is your first video of a very long journey that we'll be going through together. I am also learning. I am not an expert by any means. So I thought, because I learned from the community for free from YouTube videos, it's only fair that I give back to the community, and then we will just be sharing knowledge, sharing information. Let me know in the comments below what you think about these videos, what you think about my teaching style, if any. Constructive criticism is always welcome. Even if you don't want to be constructive, feel free to just smash me straight on. I don't mind. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me comments, let me know what would you like to see better in these videos, so we all can benefit from such stuff. Okay, blabbing aside, let's get into it. We'll be starting with the very first thing, introduction to cybersecurity, pre-security. So what I'm doing is I am essentially clicked on learn, and then from here we have a roadmap, and then we are going to be taking this roadmap. I will be focusing on penetration tester because I think red teaming is the best thing for me personally. But I will be also going for blue, like red first, then blue. After that, I'm going to go into AI, or maybe red and then AI and then blue. So it's going to really depend on, this is cool, by the way, I like that. So this is really going to depend on how I do it. I'm going to have different playlists, and then I'm going to mention in like different videos how we're going to proceed. For now, we are going to go through everything in order, like in this roadmap as it shows. Then we're going to take the career quiz, and we'll see where we get to it from there. All right. So this is all super duper cool. Let's click resume learning, and we're going to get started right now. Want a career in cybersecurity? Explore what that could be, or what could that... Cybersecurity has many career paths, from breaking into systems, offensive security, to defending organizations from attacks, defensive security. You do not need a specific background to start. If you enjoy solving problems, being curious, or understanding how things work, you'll likely find a role that fits you. I do agree with this 100%. You do not need any specific background. I am a developer, and before being a developer, I was actually in college, I studied medicine. So I studied dentistry, and then I studied pharmacology, and I decided to drop both of them. I spent 3 years, 1.5 in dentistry, 1.5 in pharmacology, and then I dropped both of them in order to not take any course. So I completely dropped college, and then I just focused on being a developer. I actually had my first job. So before I dropped college, I actually had a job as a developer. So I did not drop college like for nothing. Be careful if you're in school. School is school. But just in my specific scenario, I was in the wrong branch for reasons that I'm not going to get into. But anyway, just know that I am not smashing school. School is great. Not all school is great, of course. And not everything you study is good for you. But overall, if you choose the correct thing and you do like what you are in, school is great. It's going to give you like a free intro, if you want to call it that, into the real job market, even if not as precise or as awesome as I would like school to be. But overall, it is much, much better than not taking school. So stay in if you can afford it, if you have the chance. And yeah, just think about going after school or like after college. You can start from after, because the certificate that you get is actually worth something, even though not super, it's not a necessity, but it's really good to have. Speaking from experience here. But if you're not in school, or if you took school already in a different thing, like take me as an example, I was studying completely unrelated stuff, medicine and pharmacology and stuff like that, completely unrelated, but I am still in the field just because I love it. So there's no wrong option. If you're in school, stay in it, finish it. The certificate is worth it. If you're not in it and you just you cannot afford it or anything, it is definitely not a necessity. So there's no wrong option here. Let's continue. Why get a career in cyber? High demand, 3.5 million unfilled roles, strong salaries, competitive pay, even at entry level, constant learning, the field evolves fast. With AI, that is 100%. Are you ready to learn more about? Let's begin. Okay, how many unfilled cybersecurity positions? 3.5 million. I don't know why it's all in caps, but anyway. Correct answer. Thank you. Let's go to security analysis. All right. Read further if you are detail focused, curious, and love puzzles. Security analysts are often referred to as the digital defenders of an organization and sit on the blue team. If you click on the blue team, it's going to give you like a definition. A blue team comprises cybersecurity and technology professionals whose aim is to protect an information system from impending cyber threats by performing and implementing defensive actions. These people, if you want like an example for this, if you've seen Mr. Robot, which is a show that would be like very popular with people in our field, you're gonna see that he worked for the okay, I don't wanna give spoilers. I'll try to be careful here. So he works for a company that essentially defends other companies, and this is what blue teaming looks like. So yeah, they were like implementing the infrastructure, or not exactly the infrastructure, but like protecting infrastructure and then doing stuff like that. Without going into too much detail, so I do not spoil the show, it is actually really good. And I love Rami Malek and the entire cast, they were great. So definitely recommend for you to watch the show. It is as close to real life as it could get in a show. And I do recommend it. 10 out of 10. You should watch that if you're interested in this field. But essentially, what Rami Malek was working on in his like day job, that is what blue teaming kind of looks like. These people monitor, investigate, and respond to activity taking place on an organization's devices and network, and play a significant role in our organization's defense. Using their skills, security analysts investigate and piece together potential security incidents, known as alerts, to decide if further action is needed and respond appropriately. Okay. An example of a potential security incident is an employee who works in the London office who suddenly logs in from another country. An investigation is required to determine if this is legitimate. Yep. Was it actually the guy himself, the employee? Did he just activate a VPN, or is it actually someone from out of the country who got access to his credentials? Not only that, but security analysts are one of the most in-demand roles within cybersecurity, offering a long and rewarding career path. Okay. A typical day as a security analyst involves monitoring activity taking place on the devices and network of the organization, investigating unusual or suspicious activities such as strange logins, piecing together information to understand what has happened, when and how, working with other teams to improve the organization's defenses. If all of this sounds fun to you and things that you'd actually want to do, then I do recommend you focus on blue teaming, which we're going to go through eventually in my path. But for me, red teaming is what I'm interested in, the actual active cybersecurity like hacking. I am more into the active stuff, which is me physically and digitally trying to hack into companies, illegally, of course. And this is why I'm more interested in red teaming. Progression. Security analyst is a broad entry point into defensive security with many paths to specialize later. Move into areas like threat hunting, incident response, or malware analysis. Incident responders handle active attacks, while malware analysts examine the tools and code used by attackers. Okay. Play a significant role in an organization's defense. Incorrect word or incorrect. Oh. Defense was a C, not an S. If you enjoy problem solving and building things, at a high level, security engineers build and maintain the systems and processes that protect an organization's network and devices and are known as the architects of cybersecurity. For example, a security engineer will be responsible for maintaining an intrusion detection system, or IDS, which can be considered a security camera within an organization's digital environment. Systems like these use a mixture of rules and intelligence to detect and prevent attacks from occurring. Typical day: designing and maintaining, keeping up to date, documenting processes, assessing risk and making sure systems and application protected. Security engineers or security engineering is already a specialized defense role, but you can go even deeper into areas like application security or cloud security. Skills you build transfer well, whatever. What is the name for the type of device that a security engineer would be responsible for maintaining? Intrusion detection system, probably. Intrusion detection system, which is an IDS. So if this is fun to you, what is this? Quick question hint. Security camera. Oh, we don't need the hint. We already solved it. But essentially, yeah. So you could go into security analysis if you like details and love puzzles. You could go into security engineering if you like building stuff. This might look like a good stuff or like a good thing for me because I'm already a developer. I build like applications. But still, I would rather go for red teaming. Penetration testing, which is my thing. Are you methodical and curious? Yes. You may hear penetration testing referred to as pen testing or ethical hacking. A penetration tester's job is to check how secure a company's systems and software are by safely trying to break into them. They search for weaknesses and vulnerabilities and then test if those can be exploited. Just like a real hacker would, but in a safe and controlled way. Everything is done under an agreement between the company and the pen tester. This process is known as an engagement. What process the penetration tester following when... I feel like this is the engagement. I had a feeling this would be the question. Yeah. Okay. A typical day as a penetration tester involves testing the security of computer systems, networks, and websites. I'm going to be, or what I aim for is to be a web security professional, because all of my experience in my like 8 years of development experience is in web. Performing security assessments, audits, and analyzing security policies, analyzing the results and creating reports, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so all of this looks fun. I've identified my dream, whatever, press start now. Okay, let's take this. With new technology, I like testing things carefully, watching how it works before reading the manual, jumping in and learning as I go, looking for security features. Testing things carefully. Jumping in and learning as I go is probably the correct answer for me. Learning by breaking is half the fun. Yep, that is correct. When I hear about hackers in the news, I think about hackers got in, want to know why it wasn't stopped, wish I could have stopped the attack, want to be like the attacker, wonder how the attacker could have been stopped. I think immediately, I think about how the attackers got in. That is definitely me. I am most likely to buy a video game that lets me explore. This is let us. That is not the correct word, guys. There should be like an S, like let's, not let us. Fix this, please. It's annoying me. Involves solving a mystery. Involves strategy and decision making. Beating opponents. Again, it's the same thing. Come on. You guys know better than this. Involves strategy and decision making. I think this is going to be my best. A computer incident stopped working. I try and recreate the problem. Straight into the logs. Jump in and stop the problem. Think about what else will break. Look at ways we could have spotted the problem sooner. Straight in the logs, I believe. When working on a group project, I review my teammates' work, make sure things are on time and matches the given task. Create a plan. Think ahead. Team has everything they need. I think, yeah. My friend thinks their emails have been hacked. I first try and figure out how the hacker got in. Check for login attempts and alerts to confirm the hack. Reset account password. Think about what the hacker could do next. Set up additional security features. I think I would check for login attempts and confirm the hack. Drum roll, hacker, you are the security analyst. Not feeling like a security analyst? No problem. Maybe your inner hacker lives elsewhere. Penetration tester. This is what I'm going for. So check. Great work, 47. We completed this. Okay. So from here, what we're going to do is on the next video, we are going to, what is a mystery chest? 30% extra XP. Okay. I better start recording the next video quick. Okay. So what we're going to do is that we are going to check the roadmap and then make sure that we have, we are in pre-security. So we're going to go through all of these. Actually, I'm going to split them into different videos. So on the next video, we're going to get into module 2, which is network fundamentals, because I don't want all of these to be in one video and that you'd get bored or you're not paying attention. So I'm going to see you in the next video, where it's going to be about network fundamentals. See ya.